All right, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. I'm your boy King Smooth. Of course, you know who I am. Anyway, we got Did Isiah Thomas really say this about Michael Jordan? This is from Basketball Time Machine, hosted by Sean David. My boy Sean David. He always have great content of old school basketball. So when I seen it pop up on my news feed, hey, I said I gotta react to it because I really want to know what really happened. I think I know a little bit of what happened between Isiah Thomas and Michael Jordan, but it's something deeper. And I'm quite sure Sean David got some in-depth info on this, and he let everybody know what really happened, what was really said, what was done, and if the beef is squashed. I don't know. They still been beefing for a long time. I'm not sure if it's squashed now. And I've been seeing a lot of memes and stuff, voiceover from the 75 greatest players introduction, all this stuff during All-Star weekend. And of course, you guys seen it too. I'm not going to get to all that. We're going to get right to the video. But before we do, make sure you subscribe if you're new. Hit the like button. And let's...
Welcome back to the Basketball Time Machine. My name is Sean David. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you're ready for old school NBA basketball. Today's episode is going to be a very short and brief one, but I had to do it. I basically just sat on the couch, watched my favorite NBA show, NBA Open Court, and I saw a clip which I'm going to talk about later. Anyway, but before we dive into today's episode, let me ask you guys for a small favor. Please subscribe to the channel and like the video if you enjoy the content. And I would say without any more blah blah. Oh, I haven't said that in a while. Let's get right into it. So, as I said in the beginning of the video, I was just lying on the couch and I was going through my collection of NBA Open Court episodes, and I found an episode which, for whatever reason, I've never seen before. I think I've seen like tiny bits of it, but I've never seen the full episode. It was called, let me think, it was Clutch Moments. I don't know if you know the episode, but yeah, I haven't heard about that episode before.
I'm not sure if I've seen it.
And at the end, there was a segment which was called the top 5 clutch moments of all time. And Isiah Thomas was asked what is his favorite clutch moment in the NBA Finals. And this is what he had to say.
Game's over.
I'm going to go with Jordan. Utah, everybody knows the ball's coming to him. All eyes are on him. He's got to get a shot. Somehow he maneuvers, gets his man off balance.
Was that a foul?
Refs
don't call fouls in it.
But,
right.
It was
Call fouls in those moments.
It was the Reggie Miller push-off.
Okay.
He just had the ball. But even though he got open, and that's what I mean by clutch and pressure, because everybody knows it's coming to him. You got to make it. You got to get open. He finds a way to get open, right? And now he's standing at the foul line after, a historic career. You standing at the foul line and you knock that shot down, and he captures the moment after he makes the shot. I think he understood the moment. The Utah fans in the building understood the moment, and it was just one of those priceless moments in sport where when he stood there and just held the gooseneck, the ball was in the hole, and it was like Muhammad Ali standing over Sonny Liston saying, get up. It was great.
So the thing with Isiah Thomas is, and I recently did a video about him, he, in my opinion, is the second best point guard of all time. And I really like him as a basketball player. I like him as a journalist. I think he's very entertaining. I like the way how he is handling him and carrying himself. So I got nothing but love for him. The only thing that I have a problem with is, and I think I covered that in a recent episode, that he always changed his mind about Michael Jordan. Just to give you a short example, in the early 1990s, Isiah Thomas said that Michael Jordan to him is the greatest player of all time. Then in the late 1990s, so I'm talking about 1998, he still said that Jordan was the greatest player of all time. I think he said it in the 1998 finals.
On his great moves, but look at the simple things. Just a little easy pump fake, lines it up, gets himself square, and goes up in perfect form. That's what makes him the great player. It's not the flashy things, it's the little simple things that he does. It's his fundamental base combined with his skill base that makes him the greatest player to ever play.
And you say that without hesitation.
without hesitation.
You weren't always convinced. There was a point maybe midway through his career where you wouldn't have given him that honor, but eventually he won you over, right?
Well, when you're playing against him, you know you're not going to say that because you got to come out and compete against him. But now sitting over here in the mic and being out of the game for 3 or 4 years and watching what he's done over the last couple of years, without question, this guy's the greatest that I've ever seen play.
Then, for whatever reason, in the late 2000s, he changed his mind and said that Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was the greatest player of all time, which is kind of funny to me because Kareem retired in 1989, so he did nothing which bettered his career. So he didn't accomplish anything since then. So what did he do that he suddenly surpassed Michael Jordan? So that was one thing that was kind of strange to me. And then you have different segments from different shows where he's saying that LeBron James might be the greatest, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is the greatest, and he's not mentioning Jordan as the GOAT anymore, which, as I said earlier, is kind of strange. But that doesn't take away of Isiah Thomas being a sensational basketball player and also being a great analyst and TV person. So, but the clip that we just took a look at, to me, I was very surprised because that clip has to be like from 2014 to 2015. So before the Last Dance documentary where the beef with Jordan and Isiah Thomas started to escalate. And I was surprised to see that Isiah Thomas openly said that this was his favorite playoff clutch moment in the finals. So that to me again shows that at least at that point, he was not a Michael Jordan hater because he easily could have picked any other moment. I mean, there are countless great moments in the NBA Finals, but he did not hate on Jordan. He actually gave Jordan the respect and said, okay, that was my favorite clutch moment of all time. Plus, just remembered, I think from the same season of NBA Open Court, I just remembered, he also called Jordan the GOAT. So that again is Isiah Thomas, which changing his mind every once in a while.
I don't mind Michael Jordan saying, I didn't want Isiah to be on the Dream Team.
Are you feeling better now that it's come out, Isiah?
Well, you know, Ernie, it's been a while. It's been on my mind, for about, 25 years right now.
Does it feel like a weight is being lifted off of you?
Well, yeah, because I finally get to talk about it and just, the whole Dream Team experience. And again, I got no problems with, the greatest player to ever play, say he don't want to play with me, or, the greatest player to ever play.
But at least that shows to me that Isiah Thomas was able to give Jordan his credit, and which we also covered in my recent episode. Jordan also considered Isiah Thomas to be the second greatest point guard of all time.
I respect Isiah Thomas's talent. To me, the best point guard of all time is Magic Johnson, and right behind him is Isiah Thomas.
To me, as a fan, especially of the 1980s and 1990s, I just wish they could sit down and clear out the differences.
Yeah,
and I get it from a competitive standpoint that there are certain players who will never get along, but I like them both so much. I just wish they could shake hands and just let bygones be bygones and everything is cool. Because I know deep in Isiah's heart, I believe that he knows that Jordan is the greatest player of all time. And as Jordan said already, he considers Isiah Thomas to be the second greatest point guard of all time. I think Jordan, with all the pettiness that he sometimes has, and yes, I'm the greatest Jordan fan, but I know that he has this side to him, he can still admit when a player is great. And calling Isiah Thomas the second best player of all time just second greatest point guard of all time just shows that he really has respect for his game. So I would like to know from you guys, please let me know in the comments below, do you also wish that Isiah Thomas and Jordan would finally get along and that the war is in the past and everything is cool? I don't have a problem with Jordan and Bill and Beer hating each other. I don't give a, you know what I'm saying? But with Isiah and Jordan, I think it would be nice.
I was excited. I was very happy. It was an electricity, a feel to it. I was in a hotel room in Memphis, and I couldn't leave from in front of the television. I had a 1 o'clock flight. The game was coming on at noon, and I couldn't leave him in front of the television. I ended up missing my flight because I just couldn't leave the television. I wanted to sit down there and get my full of Jordan.
In terms of his quickness, his strength, his jumping ability, his touch, and also his knowledge and understanding for the game. He by far, is the best I've ever seen. And Irvin's my boy, but, Air. Yeah. It's something else. Yeah.
Oh, there you have it. There you have it. Yeah, I really wish Isiah Thomas and Michael Jordan would have a sit down, have like not an interview, but like a little powwow where they sit down together and just talk it out and let everybody know what was happening, what's going on, and just watch it, just let it be. Just like how Shaq and Kobe did, they little televised little sit down and talk they had. So hopefully they can do that. It's well overdue. People still, worried about, why Jordan didn't want to play with Isiah Thomas and on the Dream Team and all this stuff, blah blah blah. And I just wish they just sit down and talk about it, man. Let us know what's going on and just let it be. Just hash it out. Just let it be. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you guys subscribe if you're new. Hit the like button. Comment down below what you think about the video. What you think about this whole thing with Isiah Thomas and Michael Jordan. Any more reactions I should do, comment down below and ideas and stuff like that, and I'll do them. So till next time, your boy King Smooth, I'm out. Peace.